Good morning, everybody. It's a chilly one this morning, and I'm a little late getting where I want to go, so this is going to be a pretty quick intro. I've been out a few times after my last bird, but that's been about it. I haven't really got a whole lot. Plus, the weather's been kind of crummy. I mean, heck, it's, 28 degrees right now, so yeah, that's not always fun, but I'm going to get on the bike and ride up to where I think that I know where there's a roost tree. I've only been to this spot one time before. Let's hope we can at least get on some birds today. But I'm gonna get on there, get bundled up a little bit, and start taking the ride up the hill. So let's get on it. Well, I've been working a bird to my left right now, but then a whole bunch of birds, I think at least 3, have gobbled down the ridge from me out to my right. So depending on which bird gets here, I might have to get up and reposition. But this one just seems like it's not moving. These ones seems like they're getting a little closer. So we'll see if we can get him with a gobble real quick. That one sounds like a Jake. This one sounds like the Tom. So I think we'll just sit here and see what happens. I don't have a great view of my decoys, but at least I'm covered up enough. If he gets to the decoys, he's in trouble. So we'll sit here and see what happens. Sometimes that happens. He got a little nervous. He was never comfortable completely when he came in here. I don't know what happened there, but I went over and looked, and it looks like a clean miss. But I'll kind of walk up on that ridge a little bit in a second, and then call a little bit. That kind of sucks. I kind of rushed that shot, but I thought I might have had one. A little lane of his head as he's going that way. He looked like a 2-year-old, so I'm not like super bummed, but I'm gonna wait for the sun to come up, and then we might head around the corner and try again. Well, that just shows you right there that when you think you miss, you got to go and double check. I just got everything back to the bike. I even took off my vest. I thought I completely missed, But man, he's a big bird. He has a nice beard, but his hooks are the real story. Like, I don't kill very many birds with big hooks up here, and I don't know if you can see those, but man, look at those things. Probably just over an inch. That's a nice mature bird. But we're gonna get this guy all packed out and ride down the road and get out of here. Bird number 2 for Idaho is done. Now I just have Washington to hit, and it's just getting good. These guys are really searching for hens when they come off the roost. The hens are pretty much landing and getting out of the way, so it's good for me. Whew. Man, it feels good to get bird number 2 down on the ground. I think I'm going to be able to come up here. There's a lot more birds up here. I think we're going to hit it one more time with Jared and I, maybe on Wednesday morning. So hopefully we can take the bikes out and get on another big bird like this. But man, I'm wore out from this morning. I think I rode 5 miles in, so we got a 5-mile bike ride out. So, but it was worth it. Worth it for this big guy. All right, let's get out of here. Just so you guys can see those hooks. Look at those suckers. Yeah, I don't kill birds with hooks like this. Most of the time they're all nubbed off, but this is a beauty. Definitely worth coming up here again today. So I'm back in my place, and I figured I'd clear up some things because I didn't end up filming a whole lot because I thought it was over and I thought I missed. So just kind of explain what happened. I called to these birds, quite a few of them answered. I think there's 4 other ones actually in there with them. But what ended up happening was I went down on that ridge and I decided to go ahead and set up, but I went a little too far and I thought I saw a head. When I did that, I decided to back up a little bit and I called, and that was my mistake. If you don't want them to come in, don't make turkey sounds. So I cut a couple times and I could hear one, and it was really close. So I decided to actually put my tom decoy right in front of me. I had no other choice. And basically I grabbed the camera, I pushed record, and I put it down where I thought he was going to come from. And then all of a sudden, before I can even click my safety off, here he comes, and he's coming up the trail right towards me. And I just raised up, and when I raised up, he ended up busting a little bit. He could see me moving probably behind the decoy. It wasn't a great setup. And then he went off to the right just a tad, and I pulled the trigger, had it right on his head, and I think a lot of my shot got deflected in the brush, but he pretty much just ran to the right. I thought he ran to the left, and I saw a bird fly, but I heard one gobble, and he gobbled really weird, like 4 or 5 times in a row. And I ran over there and I didn't see anything, so I decided to go back up to the bike. I took my stuff off and I went over to basically the side of the road so I could call and maybe see if anything would answer and kind of give me an idea where they went. And right when I did that, I ended up hearing some flopping. So I went ahead and walked back down there, and there this guy was. And I got a couple BBs in his neck and in his head, and that was enough to do it. But man, he ran about 50 yards before he piled up. I just haven't had a whole lot of turkeys do that with a shotgun. With a bow, yes, but not with a shotgun. So definitely shows you kind of got to follow up on your shots and make sure that it was a clean miss. Because I mean, I thought I just completely missed, but I didn't. But he's an absolutely beautiful bird, great number 2 bird here in Idaho. We're going to try to get out a couple more times. I'll probably go with Jared and be his caller and filmer, and then I'll probably try to go out in Washington a couple times, get a couple more birds. But yeah, I just kind of figured I'd explain because that happened so fast this morning and I didn't really film as much as I wanted to, but it's really awesome to get another one. And hopefully you guys enjoy the footage and you keep living that uphill lifestyle. See you on the next episode.